Welcome to the Solution Podcast. We are back with an emergency solution meeting.
Yes.
Very urgent. We all had to rush here. The drop of a hat. Some of us left the baby crying. Some of us just left in the middle of a job.
Dropped everything.
Dropped everything and came here. A very important video came on YouTube. And it's from BBC and it's called Andrew Tate Choked Me Until I Passed Out. Okay.
British woman claims. So
British woman claims Andrew Tate choked me until I passed out.
BBC News.
So, breaking news, obviously.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, this should be interesting. Before we get into it, just want to big up all our new subscribers.
Yes.
We're seeing the numbers go up, and we just want to say welcome to all of you. Check out the new website, solutionpatriots.com.
Yes.
That's it.
Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/solution podcast. And apart from that, all the socials, we're there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We got stuff going on everywhere, so yeah.
Name it, man.
Yeah.
Name it with the
Engage,
man. Make sure you comment.
Yeah.
Comment, like and subscribe, guys. But comment, interact with us.
Yeah, don't call me saying this and that. Put the comments in the
comment
thing.
in. Yeah, put the comment in. Engage,
like, make
guys.
it public, man.
It's all about engagement, yeah? We need more engagement in order to change things around.
So, without further ado, let's get into this.
Warning, contains strong language.
I think mainly for Tate's following is quite strong, and they're growing in number. I wouldn't want to kind of put myself in harm's way, which could be a very high possibility, I think, if I wasn't to be anonymous.
And what do you mean by harm's way?
I think trolling online is probably quite a big thing. I don't have a massive social media presence, but it's still it's not really something that you want.
Tell us when you say you first met Andrew Tate.
I first met Andrew in 2000.
She said harm's way. I don't want to put myself in harm's way.
Well, that's why she's not going to the police or anything.
That's exactly what she's doing.
No,
harm's way.
I'm looking at the choice of language that she's using.
Yeah.
I don't want to put myself in harm's way. Now, I've never heard of anyone getting beaten up because of their opinion on Andrew Tate or because of a negative opinion that they mentioned or said about Andrew Tate. I've never heard of that. But she used the language, that she doesn't want to be, doesn't want to put herself in harm's way. It's the choice of language that she
What do you think? She's like gonna get backlash? Like,
no, that's what she's implying.
Yeah,
but she used the put herself in harm's way, almost as if you say anything about Andrew Tate, something bad will happen to you. Like
he's gonna send the boys round.
The boys round to beat you up. Yeah. Now I've never heard that. You see, you have to pay attention to the language that they use. Yeah, the language is very incendiary and provocative, and it's designed to get a reaction. Yeah. And I immediately noticed when she said, "I don't want to put myself in harm's way," as if people are out there harming people because they said something bad about Andrew Tate. So if you say anything about, I haven't heard one single person being harmed yet for saying anything negative about Andrew Tate. But the way she's presenting her argument,
it's possible it can happen.
I don't forget that the way BBC,
like she's in danger.
She's basically saying it is gonna happen.
Like she's in danger.
Like full stop.
Ooh. Maybe this is a setup.
No, but you know how they're gonna argue it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's, he's a big person. He's a big, he's well known. He's very famous. So therefore, me saying anything could result into, what I mean? But we haven't seen any examples of people getting beaten up, people being harmed. Yeah. So to me, I just found that funny. I found the type of language that she was using funny.
Definitely. You got to check the language. Definitely. Because they be trying to manipulate and lead you to... It's very deceptive.
See, that's just what the Solution podcast is all about.
Yeah.
You see, we even
Catching
noticed
stuff
that.
like
You know what I mean? Like catching little things like that.
Yeah. Because if you don't ask the right questions, those suggestive, because she's using suggestive language.
Suggestive language, that's it. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
If you don't, if we was in the room, we will fire her back with the right questions. But she's not going to ask her the right questions.
Imagine if we didn't know what we knew about Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
and you were just listening to this for the first time, right?
Yeah.
And you heard her using that type of, I don't want to put myself in harm's way.
Making him sound like a dangerous man.
Yeah, as if his
Very
fans are going
dangerous
to come
man.
round and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she's basically implying. That's what she's trying to say. Yeah, go ahead.
2014, and it was in Luton. So I was on a night out with a friend.
And what did you think of Andrew Tate?
I thought he seemed nice enough. We got on well. We got chatting. He wasn't kind of expressing any of the views he has now. He seemed nice enough.
And can I ask what happened later on that evening?
Yeah, so we got a taxi back to his house in Luton, and that was when I slept with him for the first time. There was nothing kind of untoward happened, you know, fairly straightforward. There was no aggression.
And then you say you met him 3 or 4 months later. What were the circumstances there?
I mean, we hadn't been speaking loads, like there was no relationship, really. But he had said that he would be near kind of where I was living at the time because he was working as a doorman. So he would come over to my flat after a shift. So, yeah.
Were you okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem at all. We went to my room to have sex.
Do you think like she just had to? I just can't let it slide. Like she just dropped in there. He was working as a doorman. Like, do you feel like she's just trying to? Like he could have said, she could have said he was just working. Like he was working, and you know, did she have to let us know what job he was doing? Basically, did she have to let us know he was a doorman? As if to say, once upon a time he was like
a bouncer too.
Like work. He wasn't as you know in the position he is now. He wasn't as powerful.
Popular, as powerful.
Yeah, like it's to remind
trying
us.
to minimize him.
Yeah,
Maybe she's trying to make a point that this man is not from money.
Yeah, exactly.
Which may lead to imply that he's not as he might be less educated,
like his lower class.
Yeah, it's like his lower class.
Yeah, I find that that's a dig. I thought that was a jab to remind him of where he came from, type thing.
There's that, but there's also the. I'm thinking about. There's also, you know, like I knew him from way back in the day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
almost trying to imply that he was always this type of person. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it's almost like she's setting up the. It's like she's setting up the. How do I say this? She's setting up the groundwork to make him look like he was always the type of guy that would choke a girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you know where she's heading with this, right? Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, so it's almost that's what she's trying to do. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like by talking about him being a doorman. Yeah. Well, we don't know whether he was or wasn't. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I personally never heard him saying he was a doorman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the fact that she said that, to me, it sounds like she's trying to imply that she knew him for a very long time. All right? And it's like, we know when you know someone for a long time, it gives the... It almost implies that you know that person.
Yeah, like
you have
the
the
true
true nature of that person because you know him for a long time.
Yeah.
So this is not some girl that just met him as he was rich and famous and blah 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 and has an ulterior motive of trying to, you know, get something out of him. Yeah. This is like
average Joe.
Yeah, this is like, I met him when he was an average Joe. Like, I know this guy.
When he was
you know
himself.
what I'm saying? Like, I know this guy.
Himself.
This guy was no what. You know what I'm saying? I know this guy. Yeah. I knew him from way back. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like someone like, you know, that before they got the great job, before they were like like became somebody.
Yeah.
Like you knew them like as young, you knew that you saw them grow up, you see them, and then one day they blow up and they've got an ego.
Yeah.
And then you tell them, I remember, back in the day, this guy.
Guys, when we blow up, we'll never have an ego.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
The thing is, the fact that you caught that point of being a doorman, what it really means is she's saying that she's not a gold digger.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is what she's that is what she's saying, but coming without saying it.
That's a good point. Like she don't care about. Like she was willing to be with him when he was
when he was a doorman.
When he was an average guy.
You see,
you have to read all these cases. Women come out, and it's so obvious that they're after the money. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, it happened to me. I put a case. Maybe I can get some money. That point is just covering herself from that.
Yeah, I think that's when she mentioned that, it gave a lot away without saying.
I'm just thinking, how long did they train her?
Big time. It's an actor, isn't it? So she's got the script, isn't it?
She's an actor. First of all, she's an actor. Like we have to say that she's an actor. Her face is hidden. Like you know what I'm saying. Like so, she's an actor. Yeah, and that's not her real voice. It's just a performance.
It's a performance.
It could be any woman from the BBC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? It's probably someone that didn't get into the EastEnders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was like, yeah, we got another job for you.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
And whilst we were having sex, he put his hand on my throat and strangled me until I lost consciousness. And then when I kind of came back around, it was a bit confusing at first because you don't really know what's happened when you kind of pass out. But he was still having sex with me when I kind of came back around again.
And forgive the intrusive nature of these questions, but when you began having sex, you had consented. You were okay with that?
Yeah.
When you say you came round, are you saying that he was still penetrating you?
He was, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think as soon as the person you're having sex with is unable to communicate what they want to do, then that consent is just completely gone.
When you...
It's hard to listen to, man.
So she remembered passing out.
Yep.
Apparently he choked her so hard. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it anymore.
It's hard to believe. It is hard to believe.
He choked her so hard. Isn't it funny when that story came out about Andrew Tate and the other girl?
It's like Sophie.
No, not that one. There was a story of Andrew Tate choking a girl.
Oh, right? Like the video.
It wasn't a video.
It wasn't
a video. It was like I think it was an audio or something like that.
Okay.
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, apparently, and there was some voice notes between Andrew Tate and this girl. And Andrew Tate was basically mocking her, saying, but you said you wanted to role play and you wanted me to choke you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that you wanted me to do that. Now you're moaning. And he goes, stop crying, stop being a baby. This is what you wanted. And I did what you wanted. Yeah. Now, it's like she's bringing that back. You see what I'm saying? And she's saying that apparently according to her, he choked her. She passes out. And when she came back to consciousness again, he was still hammering away. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's some serious choking.
That's some serious choking.
Implying he was a monster.
No, basically. We know women like choking.
But the thing, a good question just to slip in there in between this bit would be like, but did you enjoy it?
Exactly.
That's what should have been
asked.
Was
it consensual?
Yeah, because
she's implying it wasn't.
There are women out there that like rough sex.
Yeah.
Now, I would love to see if she presses her on this. Yeah. But I don't think she does. Yeah, I don't think she would.
Because she could ask her, did you talk about it before?
Is this something you enjoy doing while you are having sex with men? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
You know what? If I was a lawyer, now to get dirt on her, I would go find her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and find out
if she's freaky that way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, let's do the.
Yeah, that's what
are you into this type of stuff?
Exactly. So you can get into that.
It's funny how the BBC reporter just acts really concerned.
Yeah.
Like you have to look at the acting. You know,
it's all acting.
Yeah, it's all acting. Like her face, she's really concerned. She becomes extremely concerned.
Yeah,
and I find that almost like hilarious, because I'm thinking like, okay, if you're really that concerned, why don't you probe into it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why don't you ask more questions?
Yeah.
And I want to see if she's going to ask more questions in regards to that. But of course, they always going to put it down as, you know, I didn't want to press, because obviously this is a traumatic experience that she went through and so on.
Yeah.
They will always use that as an excuse. You see what I'm saying? But I don't believe any of it. I'm not going to lie to you.
Shady.
Say you came round, what were you thinking?
Confusion to start off with, and then
Actor's
when I
voice.
kind of I realised what had happened, I was quite scared, really, because after that had happened, kind of we didn't have sex again after that.
Okay.
But he kind of kept saying, "I own you. You belong to me," like threatening to kill me.
Oh wow!
And he ended up. He stayed the night and left in the morning.
Hold on, rewind that.
And then the next day, one of the
from
whites
choking her to say, "I own you and you belong to me."
Yeah, I'm gonna kill. Did she
and
say
I'm gonna kill you?
Yeah.
How did we go from sex to kill you? Like, how does that?
There's lots of leaps here. There's lots of leaps.
She's just trying to make out that he's a deranged lunatic.
Yeah, basically. Okay.
But he kind of kept saying, "I own you. You belong to me," like threatening to kill me.
What?
I just stop it here because
how did we get?
Yeah.
Even though they do say it's an actor's voice, it's not a very good actor.
Yeah, no,
because she doesn't sound concerned or scared or anything at all.
At all, yeah.
Yeah. Because I want to know is how did he say he's gonna kill you? In what context?
There's a timeline there. They had sex.
Yeah.
Right. He choked her.
Yeah.
She passes out. She comes back round.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And apparently afterwards, they don't have sex.
Yeah.
And according to her, they were speaking.
Yeah.
And he was saying things like,
Yeah.
I own you.
Yeah.
You belong to me.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. So
how did we get to like?
But some guys, like in movies, they'll be like, the dude will be like, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill you. Like, you're mine.
Yeah,
like,
but the thing is, she's not
protective.
She's not saying that they.
But
She's not saying that they entered any relationship.
yeah.
Not once has she mentioned, after that we were in a serious relationship and we got together. Now they just had sex. She went about her way. He went about his way. So how did he go from I'm going about my way to I'm going to kill you?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
She's obviously trying to portray him on a certain like with a a certain image.
Like he just turned into a monster.
A monster. Like
it's
it's
he got in the room and turned into a monster.
What motivated him from I've just had sex with you to I own you, you belong to me. They're not in remember, they're not in no relationship, nothing serious.
Yeah.
You belong to me. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you go from that to that?
It's not relatable or
Trying to put fear into her.
yeah.
Yeah. But they're not even in a relationship. They just had sex.
Yeah, that's
Someone make it make
after not talking to each other for months.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Someone make it make sense, please. Because this doesn't even make any sense.
Need more context. BBC.
Man, let's go, man.
Need more
go.
context.
bad script writing.
Yeah.
Extremely bad script writing.
And he ended up, he stayed the night and left in the morning. And then the next day, one of the whites of my eyes had gone completely red. Apparently, that's kind of common in domestic abuse cases where there's a lack of oxygen in your brain. So your blood vessels stop.
That would have been a good time to go to the police or take a picture of yourself, like document it. That would have been
Evidence.
the perfect time to document if you was in a frame of mind of taking action.
Guys, let me ask you guys one question.
Yeah.
Do you think she did that?
Nah.
What?
Like, do you think she went to the police?
No.
She sounds like a reasonable.
Go to the police, tell a friend, family member.
Yeah.
Like, you got to like document it now.
Yeah.
Like, record it.
Do
If you want to.
Do you know why she didn't? Because it never happened.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, like Andrew Tate said it in his interview. He said, you know, BBC never invent anything.
Yeah.
This is really
right.
sad. This is really sad. All right, let's go.
Yeah, go on.
Let's go.
Bursting to kind of try and get the oxygen there.
Did you feel that something had happened that was wrong?
I think I knew it was wrong, but I didn't think that the severity of it was as bad as I now think it is.
Why?
I'm guessing it didn't cross your mind to ever think about contacting the police.
No.
And why was that?
Yeah, that's quite dangerous.
So
That's
it
quite
wasn't,
dangerous.
back when it happened, it wasn't bad enough to contact the police.
Exactly.
But now, since he's
bad.
been in jail, it is
Yeah.
bad enough to contact the BBC.
Yeah.
I have to say this, yeah. All you men are in big trouble. Because if a woman in one of you in your past turns around and says, I didn't think it was that bad at the time.
Yeah.
She can just make up anything.
Yeah. And then pull it out
You know what?
under the carpet.
The way he treated me, I didn't know it was that bad at the time. You can be held accountable for that now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Remember when we did that show, Believe Women?
Yeah,
This is where this is all coming from.
Yeah.
Believe women.
Yeah, that's a dangerous place they're going.
Because, I mean, how many times have we seen men being accused, famous men, being accused, right, because of something that happened in the past? Women from way back, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
There's no way of you proving that anything really happened between both people. And these women come out the woodwork and they say what they say, and guess what? The men get done for it. How many times have we seen that?
I mean,
that is the true representation of Believe Women.
Yeah.
Believe all women.
Yeah. Even past the statute limitations, like they still pulled it out, and well, for Bill Cosby anyway, and still managed to send him to jail. Like, I don't know if the law's there for a reason. I don't know what it's there for if you're not gonna follow the laws of the land. I'll be interested to know like what the statute limitations of this kind of situation would be.
But it makes no difference when it comes to Believe all women. That mantra.
Yeah. To them, there is no statute limitations.
It makes no difference.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Bill Cosby. That's what happened to different people. It makes no difference because you're supposed to believe all women.
It seems like in the society that we now live in, that this just happens like this. This is the way it happens now.
Yeah.
With the legal system and everything about masculine and feminine men and women's situation with each other. This is like the natural
order of things.
Of things.
Yeah.
And women wonder why men don't approach them no more.
Yeah.
It's
this. It's gotten to that point.
Yeah.
It's this.
That men are too scared of even coming close to them because they can just make anything up.
Yeah.
What amazes me is the fact that how many examples have we got in society of women lying, deceiving purposefully in order for them to get the outcome that they want? How many examples have we got of that?
Yeah.
So how can you? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's crazy. Anyways, man.
Yeah, scary.
Again, like I said, I just didn't see it as being a really serious incident as it is.
When did you come across him again?
I would say properly would be in 2020 when he sort of started to get quite famous on TikTok. That was when his videos would like show up on my feed and on Instagram quite a lot as well.
What were you thinking about his success?
It's really disappointing. I think particularly kind of like knowing what he's done to me and the views that he shares, and kind of he's putting into like young men and young women's heads as well. It's just a shame that someone can get so famous from so much hatred.
At what point did you think that what you say happened to you, what you say he did to you, was wrong?
When in lockdown, when again on TikTok he became famous, I remember like sitting down with a few of my girl mates saying, "Oh, this is the guy, that's him," and they were like, "Oh, that is awful." Like, because I have had friends that have been kind of sexually assaulted.
So she did tell her friends, and I wonder what they told her to do. Like, did they not advise her to go to the police?
No, she told her friends later on.
Yeah.
This is in lockdown.
In lockdown.
Yeah, so not even back then.
Yeah.
When he's getting famous.
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah. I mean, like, seriously, if a woman's gone through something like that, it's best to, like, obviously they might be scared, but if you don't go to the authorities at the time, like, you're letting somebody go out and do it more and then hurt other women. That's like, you know, it's just
no, but what did he do?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking. I'm separating Andrew from that kind of scenario in general.
No, any bad experience.
Yeah,
I won't say bad experience. Any real, like, rape experience. Yeah. A woman should be reporting that idiot.
Yeah,
like,
because he might do it again,
like, without stopping.
They shouldn't have to wait to see him getting famous. Now you want to tell,
but in this
tell
context,
the world.
This context, I'm thinking, what did he do? Because she never asked her, do you enjoy rough sex?
Exactly.
Are you one of those type of women? She never probed her on that. She never asked her those questions.
Yeah.
She literally just accepted what she said and accepted it as abuse and all of that type of stuff. She never she never investigated her.
She just did it with her facial expressions.
Yeah.
Her facial expressions just said that it was wrong.
That's it.
To do.
Yeah.
And it was disgusting. And that's it. She didn't need to ask questions because that's the way the person giving the interview leads the narrative. If they can just guide things with their facial expressions and, you know, little acts here and there.
But we don't know what her facial expression is because we can't even see it. Like right now, as far as we know, you know what I mean, she could be reading off of a script behind that reporter's back. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. All we can hear is an actor's voice, not even her real voice.
Facts.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So the whole thing is fake. Everything about it.
Well, it's a drama piece.
It's a drama
piece. It's a piece of drama.
That's what makes the facial expression of the woman giving the interview.
Oh yeah.
That's more powerful now.
So that confirms she's
more
acting.
Yeah, she's acting for both.
Yeah. So that's not even real, because the real woman is not in the room. So she's acting, talking. She's part of the drama piece. The reporter.
Let's go.
Before, my friend was like, "You do realise that is what has happened to you. That is sexual assault." But I never really thought of it like that before.
Wait. This is subliminal. Look at the camera at her neck.
Yeah, choking.
Subliminal. Why can't it be her face, like in the shadow or something? Why is it showing that? As if it's to remind us of the crime.
All right. The emphasis.
Subliminals, man.
The emphasis is on her neck.
The subliminals, bro.
Yeah.
These people, BBC man. They better not come for me for breaking it down.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't even clock that.
Yeah, bro.
It's
a drama piece. That means someone has control of what we're seeing. And it's intentionally, that shot right there, I believe, is intentional because it relates to the crime. I'm gonna have to, if we was to take it more serious, we would have to see other watch Crime Stoppers or something and see how they do it when they do the actor's voice.
Yeah.
Do they do it like do they go for the neck? Is this like normal or for this kind of production?
It's probably exactly like this.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. We can research into this later, but
we need to do some research on that.
But to manipulate everyone, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know it
just put more emphasis on it.
Yeah.
It seems familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This kind of style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
Some people might say you have come forward because he is high profile now, because he is wealthy now, and could possibly be financially advantageous to you.
This is the normal
would you say
shot
to them?
when you watch programs like that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for the
You
money.
don't see no like neck.
What'd she say?
Yeah,
You don't see no neck. Like, yeah,
Just
sorry.
doing it purely for two reasons. One is just to kind of make awareness of what he's like and hopefully get some justice.
Run it a little bit. What she
And the
said?
second reason
Yeah, that's
It could possibly be financially advantageous to you. What would you say to them?
I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just doing it purely for two reasons. One
Yeah,
is
you
just to kind of make awareness of what he's like and hopefully get some justice. And the second reason is kind of education and consent. Hopefully can teach, women what that looks like and what that means and encourage more women to come forward with stories.
In the last few days, Andrew
If she wanted to make awareness and education and consent an issue, she should have done that when it, like you said, when it first happened.
Yeah.
When she had the yellow eyes and maybe there was a strangle mark or something.
Or even when her and her friends made her aware.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? She could have done it then.
Yeah.
That was in 2020. She waited until 2023 to go on BBC.
Because BBC put out.
I mean, God, this is so silly.
Because the media like tried to find people. They've done a campaign trying to wheel people in to talk dirt on him. So that, I guess that's part of the opportunity. Like, maybe she didn't think she had that opportunity.
Is it going to be financially advantageous? Yes. Because it's Andrew Tate.
And they probably paid her for this story.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you think BBC, you know what I mean, interviews people without paying them, especially in high profile cases like these.
Exactly.
You think they
He even said it. They were offering people money to
like
come up with stories.
30 grand or something like that, yeah.
So she did get paid for this.
Definitely got
She
paid
probably
for
got
this.
15 grand now.
Yeah, half, because she does. They weren't going to use her real voice. They use another actor's voice.
She's a liar, bro. That's why they gave her half. Go.
Tate has done an interview with the BBC. In that interview, he said, "If any female on the planet has a problem with me, I strongly recommend her to go to the police and try and pursue me for
should go to
criminal
the police then.
damages."
Good advice.
What do you say to that?
Good advice.
I would say that he can't, at this point now, he can't deny it. There's a lot of women out there that are coming forward.
You can.
I think he just needs to just be held accountable and admit
Pause.
to what he's...
A lot of women are not coming forward. That's the entire point. He hasn't been charged. That's the entire point. He hasn't been charged with anything. The two women that accused him, both of them have been found out to be liars because they've got messages, they've got WhatsApp messages, they've got camera footage, they've got they've got messages of them conspiring to set him up. So she's absolutely wrong on that. In fact, no woman is coming out saying, apart from BBC, who keeps producing, this is the second woman that BBC has managed to produce, okay, who we don't know who they are, we don't know their faces, and for some reason they don't want to press charges either. You know what I mean? And I mean, what guilty man in his right mind would turn around and put out a challenge that says, I encourage any woman. If I was guilty and I did something like that, the last thing, and I've been doing it for years, the last thing I would be doing is going on TV or thingy
Criminals
and
don't
putting
operate
out
like
that
that.
challenge out there because I know who all the dirt that I've done, someone is going to come, loads of people are going to come forward. So the fact that he put out that challenge, the fact that no woman has come forward, the fact that they not even prepared themselves to go over to the police and press charges. She's lying.
Do you know what I noticed as well? We don't know how long she passed out for.
Yeah. Oh, no. Or even did she pass out?
Yeah. Like, they haven't asked, like, how long, like, was you
She
out?
could have asked for it. You never know. She could have said, choke me. She never asked her no question. She never asked her about her involvement in it.
Yeah.
She didn't say, oh, is that something that you were into? Is that something that you like doing with? You wanted him to do to you? She never asked those questions. She just took her side and assumed that she's telling the truth, and you know, and she was an innocent participant in all of this.
What they're trying to do here is they're trying to get a guilty verdict without the court's prosecution involvement.
A public hanging. That's what
public
they want.
hanging. Yeah,
that's exactly what they're looking for.
And that's the strategy they do.
That's
the strategy they use.
So because this is BBC, I mean, you don't get bigger than the BBC. So if the BBC can influence the British people to think like that, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that will let the Romanian courts, you know what I mean, like think like,
he is guilty.
This guy is guilty. Even though we don't have any evidence, he's still guilty.
Believe all women.
Public hanging. You know what I mean? You just have to influence the public long enough. You know what I'm saying? So influence the public enough in order for you to, you know what I mean, to create this atmosphere that he's definitely guilty.
Yeah.
Even though there's no girls coming forward, the girls that accused him lied, and these two, they themselves won't press charges. Someone please make it make sense.
Make it make sense, please.
He's done.
Would you want the police to investigate him for alleged rape and the alleged assault of you?
At this point, I don't think that would be necessary, you know.
Why?
What the...
After all that.
Oh, yeah.
After all that.
Is this her way of bringing awareness?
Yeah.
Is this her way of bringing awareness?
Basically, what she's trying to teach other women who have possibly been a rape victim is don't report it when it happens. Don't go to the police. Wait and do a BBC story a few years later.
Yeah, a few years later.
That's what.
Only if he becomes famous.
Only if he becomes famous. That's what she's teaching younger women.
Yeah, that's not good.
And BBC will pay you some money for it.
Yeah, it's all about money.
Yeah,
this is not a good example of the right thing to do in this kind of scenario.
She should be going to the police. She should be reporting him. She should be basically making sure that she's in court.
Yeah.
You know, shutting this guy down because I'm sorry, I don't tolerate any man that forces a woman against her will.
Yeah.
That is evil. That is pure evil to force a woman against their will. Force any human being against their will.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's not doing it, she's not taking it seriously. She took it seriously enough to come to the BBC, but she can't take it seriously enough to press charges against this man. By going to the police, by going to the courts and so on.
Yeah.
That's just extra proof that it didn't happen.
Yeah, the
and
BBC
she could have
went ahead with this.
Yeah,
I reckon
she's
it's not strong enough.
Lying piece.
Think about all the women that actually did get raped and have gone to women's support groups, rape victim support groups and stuff like that. She could be working with those groups, doing something positive, make awareness of this.
This is a slap on all their faces.
Exactly.
That's exactly what this is.
It's a slap,
It's a slap on all their faces and everything that they went through, all the horrific things that they went through. This is a slap on all their faces. Yeah. Women like this.
So she wants to call him out for what he did because she thinks he's a bad person. When she said it, she saw him on TikTok and she's coming out because he did this to her and now she thinks he's a bad man. But she's not. She doesn't think he's bad enough to go to the police
to seek out justice.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
What are we talking about?
He's just bad enough to get a bit of that money that he's got.
And it's not as if she doesn't have the leverage. She's got the leverage now. Everyone's against him.
Yeah,
it's like if there was a better time for you to press charges, it is now.
Yeah,
you've got BBC against him. You've got the whole world against him. You've got the Romanian government against him. He's been held in this thing. It's like
house arrest.
What is he going to send his little goonies to come and get you? Like, are you serious?
Jeez.
Is that?
I think that the civil route seems to be kind of the right one to go down.
Oh, civil. She's
yeah.
gonna do civil.
I
She's gonna try
don't
suing.
think it's necessary for my personal incident.
And it's not about money.
Andrew Tate himself has dismissed.
It's so about money, isn't it?
The testimony of another woman who was anonymous for similar reasons and was using a pseudonym, and essentially suggested that they don't exist if they're anonymous. What would you say to that?
I mean, I exist. I'm sat here now, and lots of other women equally do exist.
No, you don't exist. That's an actor's voice.
I like the way, even though as soon as she says that she does exist, it
popped up.
The little title, actor's voice, pops up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Manipulation. They're having a laugh.
Yeah, this is
comedy now.
This is comedy. At this point,
comedy.
It is comedy.
Yeah.
You don't exist because that's an actor's voice. No one can see your face, and you won't press charges. So you don't even take it seriously enough to actually go to the police about it.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
Yeah.
There's enough evidence out there to show that, you know, these women that he's harmed do exist. So I think he needs to just get a bit of a reality check and admit to what he's done.
Evie, thank you very much for talking to us on Newsnight. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's the eye that was
A
affected.
spokesperson for Andrew Tate has told us in response to that interview, Andrew vehemently denies these accusations and does not condone violence of any kind towards women. All sexual acts that Andrew has partaken in have been consensual and agreed upon before by both parties. He's saddened that a few opportunistic women who he has allegedly spent time with nearly a decade ago have decided to try and take advantage of his current situation. We won't be commenting any further on anyone's alleged intention to pursue legal action unless such action is submitted to the authorities.
And they're kind enough to read that part, the other side out.
No, bro. Don't be deceived.
Yeah.
That little statement is a statement that if they don't read that statement, they will be sued. Like, this is not. It's almost like if you're going to.
It's like a disclaimer.
If you're going to put out anything, they probably heard from their lawyers. We're sick and tired of you trying to portray Andrew Tate in a certain light. Okay, from now on, whenever you do this, if you don't read this at the end, you will get sued. You think BBC
defamation of character?
Yeah, defamation of character.
Oh yeah.
Do you
point.
really think BBC
Good point. They would have
wanted to read that out? No, they had to read that out because if they didn't read that out, they would definitely get sued. And BBC need to do that. That wasn't out of BBC's character.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to be fair.
Oh, good. You know what I mean? Like,
you got me, BBC. You got me.
Bro, I clocked that. I was thinking, like, they don't.
There's no love here,
you
man.
think that was out of the goodwill, like, on their hearts, like, you know what I mean? Like, they were sitting there thinking, yes, it is the right thing to do for Tate, for us to read this disclaimer. That didn't come out. That didn't come from them. That came from if you don't read it, you're getting sued.
That was the legal department.
The legal department said, yo, listen, these guys will sue us. No more defamation of character. Do whatever tricks you lot. Play whatever tricks you lot want to play.
Yeah.
But better read that statement at the end.
Yeah.
That's what that was for, man. But yeah, guys, man, that's our breakdown of this nonsense.
That was a crazy drama piece, man.
The solution is stop listening to the BBC. I would have more respect for BBC if they turn around to these women and they said to them, look, listen, we want you to go to the authorities. You know, when you've gone to the authorities, we'll definitely give you that 40,000 you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll give you that interview that you're craving so hard for. We'll give you that attention.
After it's formal.
But for now, we want you to go to the authorities. All right. That is the right thing to do. You're paying respect to all the women that have gone through this by going to the authorities. So yes, before we talk about this case, before we can even do an interview or even talk to you, go to the authorities first. I would have a lot of respect for BBC if they actually did that.
Yeah, facts. I think they took such a loss with the Andrew Tate interview. They had to fire back quick. But this one didn't hit, man. This rebuttal.
But bro, just be aware, man.
Yeah.
The BBC is not some...
they're not going to stop.
No.
The thing is, we can see through it, but
Yeah.
the vast majority of the public are watching this, and they're like, oh my god, have you heard this guy Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
They just believe it.
Yeah, 'cause they got more of a reach as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Not after they watch this podcast, man. It will change a lot of things. It'll change a lot of minds, you know. But yeah, guys, man, you got another reaction right here from the Solution Podcast, guys. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, we can't help it but give you guys the truth. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man. See you next time. Next episode, guys. Stay tuned.
Respect.